My Gavan and Meronine, and well met indeed. I'm Arakir Gallagher, head of the modding team behind Divide and Conquer. But welcome back to Warhammer 2 as we continue on as the Sisters of Twilight. Our campaign has gone relatively well, right up to this point, where, rather unfortunately, the Dark Elves of Naggarond have now attacked us. We've sent Ilfrun, who we recently gained from Orion's camp, and Orion's... whatever they were called? I can't quite remember. The nation that used to own this place, we confederated with them and he joined us, so we've sent him back to defend our homeland. The sisters and their powerful army are moving off to take Karak-Zorn, sorry, I realise now, I keep calling that Zorn with an M. We're going to take and hold that. But I've also decided off-screen that if the Dark Elves want a war, we're going to bloody well give them a war. So, this is going to begin with Ilfrun moving out and hopefully taking Nimrodel Hall. But I realise the garrison there is actually larger than what he has in his army, so that might not be entirely possible just yet. I'm not really bothered about the fall of the outer heathlands. They really don't bother me, but I think if we just sit and defend there forever and a day, it'll just get a bit dull, so let's try and actually fight back. Vulas is moving into Erun Lascallan, which will shortly... in about 10 turns, be able to do the Ritual of Rebirth. And we will do that down there. And then I think when that's done, maybe I might move her north, actually, and deal with Naggarond. We want to try and get peace with Naggarond. But for now, we are at an end turn, so we will do that. Something I frequently say. We will do that. And then we will attack Karak-Zorn. Down here, I will probably get these guys on side, and we won't really fight against the Tomb Kings. We just got a boost to relations with the Tomb Kings for some time, owing to one of the events down here. And I think our major wars are going to come in the north. So that's where the real threat is going to come in. I'd like a new talisman, please. Naggarond have done a sacrifice. Wintertooth and Worldwalkers have confederated. And we gained a reset rate. Oh, that's pretty good. Let's put that, make sure that goes on someone. So, Talisman, you've got the Refined Twilight Horn. Is that the best thing for you to have, really? Yeah, I don't think that's the end of the world. It increases public order and enemy leadership in the regions that we're in. And it just makes one unit quite good. So that's fine. So let's give someone who doesn't have a talisman. There we are. You've not got one. You can have the ambush success chance. And is there a weapon for you? Fencer's blade, basic armor. You can have the armor of silvered steel, and you can have an enchanted. We'll give you the potion of healing. Well done, Taduthus. Any of these for you? No, they're all used at the moment. That's not a problem. And then we have Ilfrun, who doesn't have anything either. You can take the enchanted shield. You can take the relic sword and talisman. You're going to get a dreaming mask. An enchanted item. You're going to get... that gives them charge bonus and unbreakable. And that just gives them unbreakable on himself and an ally. We'll give you the potion of foolhardiness. And you've got a mount already, and you've got various bits and bobs there. And then Theody, there are no further talismans, I'm afraid. You will not have any. We now are losing money, but that's okay. We'll jump back down here and hit Karak-Zorn. And there they are, the Skaven, as expected. Doesn't matter where you go, you bump into these buggers. The Skaven are at war with the Strigos Empire, the Sentinels, an undiscovered faction, Karazakarak, and Khemri. And it's Queek, head taker of Clan Moors. They are the second most powerful faction. We are the 7th. Let's do it. Let's bloody well bash the buggers back. Oh, that's an interesting balance of power. They've got some halberds, clan rats, gutter runner slingers, Skaven slave slingers, doomwill. They don't have a garrison though, so they cannot attack us. We have to attack them. They've got 2 catapults, a doomwill, and a warp lightning cannon, but they will hold out for 10 turns. And in 4 turns, they'll start suffering attrition, whereas I'd really like this battle over, to be honest. Most of our units shoot, and many of them fly. So I'm not overly concerned about these kinds of things. Oh, wow. We'll take a couple of battling rams and 2 towers. There we are. That'll take 3 turns. So you're going to siege them out for 3 turns. That's fine. We don't really have anything else to do. I've set up the bookmarks and moved them to the number pad keys. So now I have every single town bookmarked that we could hope to take. Oh, apart from Gain Vale. I didn't do Gain Vale. Of course. Oh, which has been reclaimed by the High Elves at last, where the Cult of Pleasure knocks on their door. Oh, that's interesting. The Dark Elves are rapidly forming into a very, very powerful faction. They took back Nehek's Fall, and they're moving on Ariel's Hall, so you are just going to have to stand there and be ready. And that's probably why we just lost money. Because they've taken one of our regions. Hello there. Certainly, sirs. They're sworn to protect each other if attacked or attacking another lord or race. It replaces a defensive alliance. And you are not at war with anyone we're interested in, are you? No, you're not. Perfect. Military alliance also gives vision. Oh, it's Malekith himself who takes... Why did they do that? He raided Ariel's Hall and sacked it, but then hasn't claimed it. But they will do in a second, of course. At the moment, it would be foolhardy to move our army out to try and hit anywhere else. We are going to have to weather the initial storm of Naggarond's assault. And I think we might be Naggarond's only enemies. Oh, no. They're at war with everyone. Lyres, Mung, Aghol, Deadwood Sentinels, Carant Gar, Chevalier de Lyonesse, me, and Ivresse. Ooh, against Ivresse. The Cult of Pleasure and Hag Grafe, they're military allies with them. And they now absolutely hate me. Ah, dear. I'm at war with them. Going to war with me has made them hate me ever more. So I haven't done anything, but now that they're at war with me, they absolutely loathe me. Why have you all suffered attrition? Oh, because we're bankrupt. Bugger. Mission issued. Razor Sack Storag Core. And we get 1,200. That's miles away, mate. We're not going to get there anytime soon. Do me a flavour. Right, with attrition, that's never good. Never good. So we need to go, I think. We've only been sieging them for a turn. But we need to do it. Oh, what does Lightning Strike allow us to do? Oh, just as simple as reinforcements. They haven't got any reinforcements, so we don't need that. Alright, we're going to have to go.
We fight for the forest.
Not only do we need to lose a few troops so that we save a bit of money, but we also need to take this down so that we get some more money. Unfortunately, though, I don't think Wood Elves in a settlement assaults are really going to be where we shine. This might be a very, very poor decision. But poor decisions are my bread and butter. And if that is what is needed to ensure that we come out of this dire financial situation, then so be it. We will start. No need to worry about magic when you've got Ariel. Ariel. Right, who's on the rams? You are. There are the two gates down the middle there. Although I think we want to move and take these gates on the left because there are less towers over here. And we want to try and get those walls as quickly as possible. You have to stand at the back, where you guys also have to stand. You can't move out, but you can fly in a second, and same with you. Bring down that gatehouse. Bring down that gatehouse. Our plan has worked. We've managed to avoid basically all the towers because the map's layout is just a joke. Where is the enemy siege? Hello, enemy siege. Right, you three, I have a task for you. Get in there and stop that siege. Ariel, move up. I know we don't actually need rams and things. You can climb walls in this one, can't you? Everyone has the ability to climb any wall. Which always struck me as odd, but there it is. Team 2 move out as well. Peppering them on the walls. They've only got 400 more than us. Ah, their siege units are getting their shots in. But this is why we're coming. I want those warp lightning cannons. Plague claw catapults. Oh, she can't put them behind the wall. Okay. Hit them with that. Right, and then all of you target the plague claw catapults. Does that destroy the siege equipment? No, it doesn't seem to. I just want that siege down. How are we doing elsewhere? Claiming the walls. Move over there. Team 3. Move you over here. Team 2. Move you over here. The battering rams still moving forward. God, they're slow, aren't they? And they look a bit naff as well, don't they? Move them out of range of the enemy slingers. Move her out of range as well. All of you, play claw catapults. You, warp lightning cannons. Just kill them all off. Get them killed. It's really a shame that she can't call that behind the wall. Right, they're routing. Hit the gutter runners. We've got poison. So we'll go for those now. I'm back at home. Climb up there. Climb up there. Let's move her forward, see what we can do about the units on the walls. Look at the rams. I mean, I do like the alternative looking siege equipment, but that's just ridiculous. What even is that? A pile of roots with wheels. No, take down the... Hit that siege equipment. Who do we have here? Oh, there's the doom wheel. Oh, that's what's firing up the green bolts at us. We've had quite a few of them running away. I'd like you all to target that. Don't know what's going on over here, but I think Ariel's involved in all of that. Oh no, she made it over there. How many of them? There are 160 of them, and the tree bursts out and kills one. But damages almost all of them, so that's not too bad. They're both climbing the walls, so we can't. The towers won't shoot at us. We're finally arriving at the battering ram. Yeah, I think we're going to win this. Who's still shooting us here? Ah, this unit down here. We've got the doom wheel running away now as well. Skaven slave slingers. That warp lightning cannons are gone. We've now only just achieved number parity, but the thing is so hugely in our favour. Bring down the gates. Not that it matters. I mean, it just really doesn't. We've claimed the towers, but bizarrely, for some reason, the towers can't shoot backwards, so that means very little. Oh, that's cool. They have abilities. Loic Shroud allows them, increases their speed and allows them to stalk and be unstoppable. Our archers are just peppering the enemy over there, which is nice to see. Alright, let's pull you back because you're taking lots of losses now. One of you's down to only 8. Let's get you out of there. Is the gate down? The gate is down. So don't worry about that. Drop the ram. How do you drop the ram? There we are. Get yourselves through. Get yourselves through. Get yourselves through. These units. Can we run into there? Team 1, move yourselves over there. And speaking of things to do, hit that one and volley that one over there. That should send the last few that are fighting, give them a few things to think about. Oh, we've won. And we've won. We've barely done anything and we've won. Oh, well, that was much easier than anticipated. 102 kills, Sisters of Twilight. 107, wait, 135 Hawkeyes of Drakera. Well done, well done. Hawks doing relatively well. Not massively well, though. They didn't do as well as you think. It's because once they've finished, the volley of Kurnaus is fantastic. It's unbelievably good. It's almost overly powered. But their main actual use is a bit naff, because there's not very many of them. So We only lost 139 in that. We get loads of money, so that's fine. We get 8,000 more for simply owning it.
Itching for fresh battle.
You could build us a gold pit, which gives us 100 gold and 29% extra gold. Or we can go with one of these, which gives us a garrison, which is far more important. Now, to be honest, I'm tempted with the world route pathway again. I know lots of people say you should just go for foraging groves because it gives you the growth and the construction reduction. Oh, and it does give 2 Glade Guard, an Eagle and Riders, but that gives 2 Eternal Guard, 2 Glade Guard, and 1 Wildwood Rangers, which I think is better. And that turns down recruitment and global recruitment, and it gives. They all give growth. Well, those two both give growth, so the growth's covered. And that one obviously is the income, and that one's casualty replenishment. No, I'm going to go World Route Pathway, and they're remarkably cheap, aren't they? All of that attrition will go now as well, which is good. Wrath of the Wood. Missile damage boost. Are any of these aggressive? No, her last aggressive one is Dwellers Below. The Dwellers Below. Public Order and Tainted up. Better Hero and Lord recruitment. Forest Gifts. Cooldown on Dart of Doom and... Oh, yeah, that's brilliant. More ability uses for Berry Wine. Blight of Terrors. Resplendence of Luminescence. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Can't deny. Pretty cool. I'm not all that bothered about this one, though, because it seems to all be related to the Sisters of the Thorn. And I haven't even got any of them yet. Let's go with Forest Gifts and turn down the cooldown and get extra uses on those as well, definitely. Now, you guys can sit in there. We're losing money at the moment, but that won't be for long. Chak was about to rebel.
Listen to the sounds.
So we've got to move out and destroy the rebelling force. Could you give... One of you gives public order, doesn't it? That one. We'll increase our public order. That's a good one. I'm assuming everyone hates us because we've run out of money. Oh, Ice Rock Gorge is going to rebel as well. Oh, Lothlorien can build. That's interesting. A winery. Sod it. Yeah, we'll try and get more money where we can. Alright, let's see what Naggarond do. We're never going to be able to get peace with Naggarond now. We're going to have to force a stalemate with them. Now, can you just take the hall, please, and stop stop sacking it indefinitely? The real problem I'm sensing here with the Wood Elves is there is literally no incentive to attack anyone and take any region. Every region other than the main forests are just useless to us and hold almost no benefit. Oh, they've got a War Hydra. 2 that are going to shoot at us, and Black Ark Corsairs in the melee. They've got a spellcaster hero though. I'm tempted to fight that, to be honest. Just to see how well we can do. See if we can get some kills in. Just so that we don't keel over and bow down to these forces rising to take us. We have one more unit than they do, but they have got a general, and she will cast a couple of spells, but she'll be a low tier general, so she's not going to be doing... She's not going to be crushing us or anything, so we haven't got to worry too much about that. But the War Hydras, I think, is the real threat. But if we can mass that down with Archer Fire, spam it down, I think we might be alright. I think I'm going to hold you all back rather than charging you in and letting you just hit a couple of them. It rains. Not too worried about their archers. I just want those hydras dealt with. Get you on that side. As soon as you can, shoot that hydra. Oh, it's quite a ways away though, isn't it? Oh, there's her spell. Move the Treekin a bit further forward. Move the archers a bit further forward. It'll be in range shortly. You're going to come stand up here. Get the eagle closer. We hunt. Soon. Alright, you take the dark shards. You focus on the hydra. Hit that hydra. Hit it hard. You guys, change focus. You hit the Hydra too. Oh, brilliant. It shoots flaming breath at us. Always what you want to see. Eagle, go in and hit Galroth. Give her something to think about. Cavalry, pull away. No, that Hydra's going to beat us, isn't it? That Hydra is going to massacre us. It's going to hit those Dryads and hit them. And even with our constant barrage of fire on it, it's just not going to be enough. Oh, the Eagle is doing a right number on Galroth, though. She's going to die. The death of that Hydra is absolutely paramount. I just can't see that we're going to be able to do it, though. Take the Eagle to the skies. Yeah, look, the melee line has fallen. We can't kill a Hydra when we can't even shoot at it, so...
Archers ready. Straight away.
Come on, run away. Oh, the Dryad's getting burnt to cinders. Yeah, no, this is over. Galroth went down really easily, but unfortunately the Hydra did not. The Hydra is going to take the day. Oh, why are you so difficult to select? Just run away. Go on, charge into them. See what you can do. Nice. Good charge. I think. Killed one or two, maybe. The Eagle takes on the Hydra. And he's not doing too well. Go back and try and kill her. The Dryads reform, but it won't help. They outnumber us. The Eagle's gone back to hit Galroth. That's good, though. These Black Orc Corsairs do not take damage from arrow fire very easily, do they? I mean, you're point blank and you're missing them, guys. You're supposed to be the best archers in the known world. Oh, the Eagle's going to kill Galroth, though. She's going to regret. Glade Riders, charge into those archers, do what you can. The only problem with Warhammer's method of constant replenishing forces is that this battle will actually mean jack all if we lose. All of these hard-fought individual battles from our different forces, claiming victories here or there, will mean nothing. Because this garrison force, this assaulting force, will then just take our city, and that will be it. They'll just replenish for free, regardless of what they can train or can't train. We might as well just call it, it's over, isn't it? The Deepwood Scout's the only thing's fighting on, and the Eagle, but he's not going to win. We got it down to half health. Just call it what it is. Call it what it is. A defeat. We took Galroth down there, so at least she will pay. And Deepwood Scout's got 93 and 50, that's not bad. But the Corsairs, look at that, and the Hydra took 87. Damn shame. Damn shame. And another of our nation's cities fall. Ice Rock Gorge is now held by a rebel force. But as I say, it doesn't matter, because the Heathlands just don't matter anymore. But we have now lost everything we held other than our capital. We can confederate with Widrioth if we defeat 3 Greenskins forces. And if we defeat 3 Bretonnian forces, we can confederate with Torgovan. Oh, that's cool. The Doomglades has already rebelled, so we're not bothered about that. Sisters of Twilight get boosts, still losing money. Isn't there an option with towns now to abandon them? Or is that a mod that added that in? I think that's a mod that added that in, isn't it? I don't really want to build anything in our Eagle's Hall because we're only going to lose it. So we won't bother with that. And what of Chakwa? Did it rebel? Oh no, it just got saved because we just started earning money. Right, so as long as we can keep ourselves in the green, Chakwa won't actually rebel. The Lost Plateau is next, where we then find Ah, more friendly forces. Perfect. Anything we can do to cement friendship with non-Skaven forces, I will take till the cows come home. Queen's emissaries, there we are. Finally, we have good relations with the Dark Elves, just as it doesn't matter and they're at war with us. The Dune kingdoms here have no allies and no enemies, so I'm actually thinking, balls to it. Let's just attack them.
You are in the court of a king.
They have 3 regions. Their strength rank is behind us. They have no relations with anyone at all. They're a total free... Oh, they've got 4 regions, sorry. A completely free real estate.
My dynasty reigns supreme.
Granted, they do like me, and we did just establish a non-aggression pact, didn't we?
My greatness, it is beatific.
And we did just attack the Skaven, so it's probably not worthwhile. But then, do I really want a defensive alliance with a nation who has absolutely no relations with anyone else? They're a bit of a wild card, is what I'm trying to say. Why is that a heathland? The Lost Plateau. That's bizarre. Well, we'll go and take that then.
When do we fight?
Balls to it.
Only when
Off we go, ladies. On to the next Skaven city to fall before our might. And the Doomglades is about to rebel. You rebel away. I'm not concerned about that, if I'm honest. Rebellion is part and parcel. If Lothern were to fall, we're in real trouble. But there we are. Ariel's Hall has been sacked. The AI just does not know what it wants and has chosen to sack it. Our best bet with Naggarond, the best way to ensure that we can just not have to worry about this northern bit anymore, because that's what I'm most concerned with. We fought against the Dark Elves a couple of times. We fought against the Dark Elves quite considerably in previous campaigns. I'm not all that bothered about fighting against Naggarond.
Your conquests strike
brilliant.
to the hearts of your enemies,
Yes,
mighty
and loads more
lord.
money.
The wisest amongst them will know that fate is on your side.
Oh, well, thank you very much. If we can get it up to 300, it does even better. So ideally, I want to just leave this part of the world alone and sod off, because I'd rather go over here and fight. I'd really like to fight against the Empire, to be honest, to see what it's like. But that will remain to be seen, of course. Oh, the Entwife Wood can build. We're losing 1,500 a turn now. What? Why?
bring me battle. They are marked.
Hello, Skaven.
I refuse doom.
Alright, we have to siege them for at least a turn.
Necessity.
But we'll probably fight it again, to be honest. Oh, there's a lot of corruption in Ursetra. Vampiric in nature.
Glorious battle.
And I think, to be honest, I'd probably go up and take Mount Arachnos so that we've got at least all 3 of these, because then we know if an enemy's coming to the Entwife Wood, we can see them coming, which is good. 68, it's gaining 3 a turn. Oh, the Mulkip have taken that from the Sentinels of Shati. No, you are the Sentinels of Shati. From Itza. So we're going to have to deal with the Sentinels. Yes! And a military alliance has been formed. And Erun Las Galan is Ashlotl that gives us grief.
I share the forest's thoughts.
But if we break that aggression pact, everyone will hate us. But everyone hates these people, so I think I'd rather... if we wait for 4 turns. Yeah, no, we'll happily wait for 4 turns, because then we can see if Itza can take it back. If the Itza can take it back, brilliant. We're home and dry. We're squared away. I don't know why we're losing so much money, though. Probably because we've lost some trading partners, isn't it? Disappointing. If we can get Karsabar, I would very much like a defensive alliance with you. We are starting to like each other an awful lot more. Bizarrely, though, they don't like that I've gone to war with Clan Moors, even though they have no relations with Clan Moors. That's mental. Like, what's the issue here, guys? I don't really want to give away any money, to be honest. Because we haven't really got much, and we lose 1,500 a turn. We need Well, I mean, if Lothlorien were to fall, Ilfrin's army would go with it, and if we disbanded Ilfrin's army, we would be making money, I think. The Entwife Wood probably brings us good money, but Lothlorien's obviously definitely our best. Couron and Carcassonne have confederated. Clan Wars, Confederation, as we already saw, and rights have been concluded. Why are people... Why do you... Oh, we're now suddenly making money again. Oh, brilliant. Deduthus has increased in skill. We can make him good. Oh, all of them just make him good. Reload time reduction during forest battles for the hero's army. So if we fight in a forest... Otherwise... And then there's the 2 resistance ones. Let's increase his damage. And Othiodi. Let's increase... let's do the same with both. It's a shame he's got the public order in those ones, because we're not really bothered about them. The Beastmen are moving in to take Bleak Holds. It's interesting.
I am not known for my ability to forgive weakling.
They don't want it. Oh, we're actually starting to like each other. That's interesting.
I refuse.
Why are you starting to like me? Oh, Galu, stop clicking out of the bloody thing. I just want to hover over it. Bizarrely, it's improving, despite the fact that we have the wars disappointments. They hate me anyway, and I'm a great power, so there's a -30 to begin with, but that is now entirely cancelled out by improvements we've got through research and Our Lady. Oh, and we're only 5 turns away from getting the extra 15 with the Dark Elves. Oh, brilliant. So we're doing really rather well. We're closing in on them not hating us anymore. But anyway, speaking of people that we hate, the Skaven need to die. And so we shall attack the Lost Plateau and keep on marching forward.
Safety.
I mean, I should auto-resolve really, but we're going to fight it. Oh, I didn't quick save. No, always quick save. Always quick save. Not so that you can cheat, but in case it crashes. Oh, that's disappointing. Very disappointing. Alright, same sort of plan again. Let's take down those catapults, because they can give us grief. And ideally, we want to take down that big one. That big one over there. It's exactly the same battle map, and we will go in exactly the same way. Why would you assault those 3 towers when you can come over here where there are none? We do not need 2 people on rams, as we've recently discovered. In fact, we don't need anyone on rams, because the rams are a joke. So just stand in a line and we'll just take the walls. You guys again. You guys again. And you guys again. It doesn't matter where you stand, you fly, so you get there quickly. Start the battle. Right, they've mounted the walls as we would expect them to. But we can get them off of the walls. Rather sharpish. Where's the siege? Where's the siege? At the back there. Move Ariel up as well. With her giant fairy wings. It's a bit bizarre that she appears in all ways, quite fair and gracious. She's got large fairy wings. She levitates because of them. She has a green glowing stick. She has a rather pleasant visage, although she does have giant eyebrows. And then she talks like she's demon possessed. I just find that a bit bizarre. Alright. 2 of you. Or Kurnos the Rat Ogres. In fact, balls to it. All of you Kurnos the Rat Ogres. Pop one of those in just before you go through. Up we go. Get me those towers. Get Team 4 to go over there. Oh, that volley did not do much to those rat ogres, did it? Alright, they're going to go up. You're in position. Can they knock your ladders down? Is that a thing that they're able to do? That would seem rather broken if they were able to do that, though. Oh, and that's the catapults down. Right, target the rat ogres now instead. Don't worry about the catapults without them. The catapult crews are not really a problem. And the catapults have been destroyed, so that's good. Our 3 units climbing the walls. Everyone's climbing the walls. They aren't climbing the walls, though. For reasons unknown to me. Move the archers forward. Oh, you've been obliterated. Absolutely annihilated. That's almost certainly the towers, isn't it? We should have stood over on the left as we did last time. Can you shoot over the wall? No, not looking good. They're bringing most of their army back to try and hunt them. She can just break down the gate herself. Move the archers over there.
Arahan and Naestra.
Let's change you to do that one. Should have changed you to do that one a while ago.
Behold nature's wrath.
She can bring down the gate. And these guys can just capture the gate. And we'll just come through that way. That's a handy little tactic, isn't it? Our melee forces are climbing the walls, so once they're up, the towers at least have stopped shooting at us, which was the cause primarily of the loss of those Hagbane tips. And that's coming from below. Come on! Off we go!
Sisters of Twilight.
4 of you, your volleys are available again. Let's hit just random targets. Anyone that's looking sort of good.
It is destined. Harmony, warfare.
Alright, everyone move over and hit him. Why doesn't that capture the gate? Do you have to be down there? Oh, you do, don't you? Oh! And they're not going to be able to do it. So all of those archers have just moved in for no reason whatsoever. But, I mean, it's almost over, despite the number advantage that they have.
The season of war.
Get those to run away.
Impose order.
Get those to run away. Get those to run away, and then we can capture the gate. Yep, we're starting to.
No alternative.
Change you back to wide focus. Nice.
Sisters of Twilight.
Change on to the next one. Hit those ones that are running in. The only one that's really taken a hit is the Hagbane tips. The Glade Guard. They are not faring well. Our melee forces are also getting annihilated. Oh, they've won, actually.
With haste.
That's interesting. There's only 11 of them, but they've won. And I think we've just claimed the gate over here. Yes, we have. Through we go. Through the door. Let's get you to go down here. Get them to go over there so they're not in the way. Same with you. Just try and stand out of the way. Try and get the one that's actually got use still. Nice. Perfect. Forced them back. Gave them something to think about. Keep hitting the gutter runners. Team 4 is keeping people pinned as well. Their warlock still lives and he's probably giving us grief. But can we come and hit these clan rats to save our melee forces? Yes, in they come. Give them a blast, and then it lands right on their heads. And as soon as the hawks arrive, they're going to run away. You just know it. And there it is. Complete massacre. Alright, they're properly running away. And it's over. There we go. I knew it was coming. And hopefully all of those units will be able to replenish. It's not a given, but it's fairly likely. That one went much worse because I started my army just too much to the right, so the enemy started on the walls properly. I mean, we only lost, what, an extra 160 over last time? But because they were quite focused on 2 specific units, those 2 have taken a monumental beating. Almost everyone else is all right, but 3 units have almost completely been obliterated. So that's been a lesson to me. I've never really assaulted a town before in Warhammer, and I don't think of it as any harder than a normal battle, to be honest. But that was a good lesson in that if the enemy actually stands on the walls, ladders are not the best way, and siege towers are better. But it's just bizarre to me how long it takes siege towers to be created. I mean, it just seems like sieges are so poorly planned out. Like the town can hold out for like 11 turns. And it takes 4 turns just to build 4 siege towers. You just think, why? By the time it's taken me to build the siege towers, we're already over a quarter of the way toward just sieging them out. So why not just siege them out? Balls to it. We don't lose anyone if we siege them out. Just leave it like that. Alright, we will go with the foraging groves. And that's all for... well, that's 2 heathlands giving us a boost. And once we can get Karsabar and Antok. Sometimes they don't even try with the names, do they? I mean, it's literally just Antioch, but without an I. And this is the holy land of the middle of this world. I was going to call it Middle Earth then, but of course it's not Middle Earth. Alrighty, well done. You've improved. Go with Forest Gifts again. And lastly, we have Mount Arachnos. Once we've taken that, we're good to rock and roll. I do wish the Wood Elves gained some, like just one extra type of building in these kinds of places. Just anything else would be handy. Just one, like, it just feels like taking any town that is not major wood. It really just does feel. But then I shouldn't lay any blame against that or criticism against that. I'm not going to fight that. We'll just lose the Plain of Dogs. Because it's good to have factions that play totally differently. If you want to play a normal faction, play as basically anyone. Hardly any of them have unique mechanics like this. So going into the Wood Elf campaign, you need to know... Oh dear, the Reekland have just been destroyed. You need to know that fighting as the Wood Elves will see you not play in the normal way at all. And you will totally play around these like unique places. Oh wow. They wanted to pay me money for a non-aggression pact when there's no way they're going to fight us anyway. The Winds of Pain. Oh, everyone gets more magic at the start. Good. The Reikland has fallen. The Empire is no more. How long until your 2 troops get ready? Oh, only one more turn. See, it's just madness, isn't it? It's just absolute madness. Who's going to rebel? The Plain of Dogs. Can we destroy that? Will that get us money if we demolish that? Yeah. And... oh, there you go. We can abandon it. Yes, let's just get rid of it. I thought abandonment was added in the main game. I was sure that it had been. All 5 surrounding regions are down, but it doesn't matter because the ritual's been completed. That was good timing, really. Oh, and what of Naggarond now? Now that a turn's passed and we've got that boost. Oh, have we not done an end turn yet? Oh, no, of course we haven't even got the ability yet. It's 4 turns away. What am I talking about? Right, we'll move on the Mount Arachnos next. See, that's just one advantage. Lothlorien is a big moneymaker for us, don't get me wrong. And ideally we want to hold Lorien for as long as we can. Oh, come off it. She's going to be 2 turns to get over there. But no, we've got to at least try and stall them. We can't just let them... if Lothlorien falls, that will be a blow to our forces. That will be a massive blow. We'll lose a lot of money, and that's an annoying nuisance. And it will also mean that we lose a lot of healing points toward Athelloren itself. But because we can just jump around the world, by moving to a whole nother sector, a major enemy of ours, who are superior to us in almost every way, and are just basically wiping the floor with us, are all of a sudden taken out of the game. We will basically never bump into Naggarond again unless they become genuinely all-powerful, which I just don't think they will. I mean, they will become very powerful, but I can't see them owning the entire world. We're not going to bump into them in the Reikland, for example, are we? And we're definitely not going to bump into them down in the deserts of the south. We have got a bit of a hill, but it really doesn't matter when you are outnumbered quite so badly. We've got Deepwood Scouts who are okay, but... now, as has been said many times, and I keep mistaking, Treekin are fantastic line infantry. They will hold this line. They are defensive, and they should be used as such. Dryads are fantastic attack infantry and will charge into your enemies and cut them down well. But they don't really want to hold the line. They have no defensive bonuses. Volley of Karnaus. There are really only 2 of you, that's a shame. Trying to hit them in places where we know they're going to group up so we can hit maybe more than one. Yeah, that was alright. And then that one over there. Nice. Well played, well played, well played. Pull back. Move the line out. Oh, they just summoned rats right on our archer line. Because of course they bloody did. It's alright, they hit the tree kill. And they'll regret that. Dauntless Azray! Those clan rats are off. No surprises there. We just need to kill a few. I mean, we're outnumbered so badly. This is because of the Sentinels of Shti, isn't it? Weakening the Eatsat, which have allowed the Skaven to then come through. Who are we shooting at, guys? We're shooting at someone, aren't we? Hit those Skaven Slave Singers, what the hell. And let's try and get the Hawks to do a drop on our enemy. See, the Treekin are holding wonderfully well. This is a really dark map, though, isn't it? It's remarkably dark. I can barely even see it. It must be hell for yourselves. Hit them. Land atop them with fury. Get out, get out. Oh, they instantly ran away. They instantly fled. Oh dear. Didn't get our second volley. Yeah, no, this is another one we should just concede defeat, really. But those Treekin have done well, haven't they? How many did we actually take in the end? They lost 210. No, that was not worth it. That was an absolute waste of time. Outnumbered as heavily as that, we were never going to do much, were we? We killed a few, but nothing extreme. But Thulas will be easily able to come over and wreck this force, so we'll send her back over. I'm sure we'll hold her out over there until the ritual is ready to go. We need to get... We might have to push out on Pestilence, stop this from happening again. I mean, I don't even know where they came from. Do they even border this place? You can have it, that's right. Destroy it for me, thank you. And stops me worrying about rebellions and all sorts of nonsense. Oh, there we are. Lothern is now completely cut off and surrounded. Lots of issues, lots of problems. Oh, Ashlotl fell to Pestilence because Shetty was weak, and as we thought, the Eater's weakness has allowed them to come through. Redonkulous. Let's improve all the people around her finally. I would like you very much to move out to take back Schlanquapek, because without it, because Ashlotl and Schlanquapek have fallen, Eatsa and Chakwa are both then cancelled out. But hopefully the Eatsa will take Ashlotl back. We can get Schlanquapek. That's not a problem. We'll take that. And we have no issues over here. They're still liking us. Getting more and more friendly by the day. We'll just take that. Oh, let's send him a gift and speed it along.
That we should make amends. My will.
There's a gift. Friends.
When do we fight?
When do we fight?
Twin defenders of the glade.
Moving on, Clan Moors' other holding there. We'll take that back. These places are hating us and are slightly likely to rebel shortly. And that needs 5 people. Everything else is upgraded fully, isn't it? Oh, that one needs 3. And then we're going to destroy that one once it's been rebirthed. And we're at 72 there, which is why it's desperate to get that back. But I think the Eater will take Ashlotl. That's not a problem at all. No threat there. And it will take a really strong Dark Elf army to take Lothlorien. But Lothlorien does earn us quite a bit of money, which is handy. So We don't really want it to fall, but for now, that is going to conclude the second episode of this week. I am thoroughly enjoying playing this. I'm eager to get us up into the north and see what happens. But the problem with being all over the world is that the situations change drastically. Like down here, for example, at the minute it's massively peaceful. Our strongest army, led by our strongest generals, is destroying Clan Moors. But in a heartbeat, the forces here could be overtaken by someone who doesn't like us, and all of a sudden, we've got an enemy on our northern border again. Oh, they've actually got 5 regions, the Dune Kingdoms. So the situations can change, and the north has been a perfect example of that. If Naggarond had left us alone, we would have just sat up here in peace for some time. All right, the beastmen probably would have come a-knocking and given us some grief, but we wouldn't have had the issues that we're having with Naggarond. But Naggarond will like us just that little bit more come 3 turns' time, so it's not the end of the world. But anyway, for now, that is going to end it. So thank you very much for watching, if indeed you have. And until we speak again, dear friends, Navarne den Perimad Melonin, and farewell.